airtight recipe for veggie burgers. Really quick and easy to do, and we use fresh vegetables in this recipe, which is really nice. I've got 50 grams of onion here, and I'm just going to finely chop it. Just nice and finely. You don't have to take too much time. That's it. Now you go into a mixing bowl. And into there I'm going to add 150 grams of grated courgettes. And what I've done, I've actually grated them and still left the skin on. That goes in. And 150 grams of carrots grated. That goes in there. Just give that a quick stir. Next we add some herbs, and I've got some dried sage here, and you want about a teaspoonful of dried sage. You can add more if you like, or you can actually use different herbs. And I've got a little bit of thyme, and I'm just going to add about a good pinch of thyme. That goes in there. And then also I've got some fresh parsley, which I've got here, and you want about a tablespoon of fresh parsley. This is lovely. You can use dried, but it won't actually give you the same flavour. I think there's nothing like fresh parsley. So just roughly chop that. It doesn't have to be too fine. That's it, and that goes into the bowl. And then just give it a nice stir. The next ingredient to go in is the Fate low protein all-purpose mix, and I've actually weighed 150 grams of that in a little dish. And to that I add a teaspoonful of baking powder. That goes in there. And also some salt and pepper just to season it. So I'm just going to add some salt. And I've got some black pepper here. That'll do. I'm just going to give that a stir, just to blend the baking powder, the salt and pepper in a little bit. And now I'm not going to wait, but I'm just going to kind of guess about half of this all-purpose mix. I'm just going to add to the vegetables. And then just use a metal spoon. I always find a metal spoon is easier. Just mix that round until all the vegetables are coated. It's not too bad. And then you just add the rest of the all-purpose mixture. And carry on mixing. It won't take long. It should all come together like a dough. At this stage, what I would do, take the spoon out, actually just use my hands just to bring the mixture together. And it won't take long. And at this stage I can actually feel the mixture getting a little bit wet, a little bit sticky. So as soon as you feel that it's all in one lump, really, just all brought together, that's it. That's all the mixing you need to do. Now they're ready for shaping. So you need a little bit of all-purpose mix on your work surface, and then take a spoon and take some of the vegetable mixture. I always like to place it onto the all-purpose mix, and then just dust your hands. Take the vegetables and just roll it into a ball. And put it down, and then just with your tips of your fingers, really, quite fat, just shape it into a burger shape. That's fine. So then I'm going to just continue with the rest of the mixture. And that's the last one shaped. And from that mixture I've made 8 decent sized burgers. So to cook, I've just got a pan over a medium heat. I'm just going to add a little bit of oil. Just wait a couple of seconds just for that to warm through. And then I'll just put my burgers in. And I'm just going to put 4 in at a time. I'm just going to leave those 4 to cook just for a minute until I turn them over. Just going to have a look at the underside. Yeah, that's nice and golden. I'm just going to very gently turn them over. They're looking good. Cooked on one side. I'm just going to leave them now for another 1 to 2 minutes until they're cooked through. So I'm just going to have a quick look underneath. Yeah, they're nice and golden. They're lovely. So I'm just going to remove those onto a plate. And then I'll cook the other 4 now. Sweet potato crisps are lovely to serve with Fate Vege Burgers. Scrub the skin of the sweet potato, cut the end off and then cut in half. If you have a mandolin, use the guard and cut into slices about 1 to 2 millimeters thick. This can also be done with a food processor or a sharp knife. Place slices into a bowl, rinse with cold water and drain. There's no need to dry. Spray with a little oil and season lightly with salt. And you could add other seasonings if you like. Toss the slices around so that they are coated. Grease a couple of baking trays. Place the slices on, making sure they don't overlap. Then place into a preheated oven, gas mark 6, 200 degrees centigrade, for about 10 minutes. Keep an eye on them as they can easily burn. They will crisp up more when cooling. So these are cooked now, all 8 of them. They're lovely served hot, like this. Any you don't want can just be left to cool and frozen, and they defrost and reheat really easily. So take a Fate bread roll, cut it in half, burger on the top, and then serve it with your sweet potato crisps on the side. And a little bit of salad. Fate Veggie Burger with sweet potato crisps.